Hey gang, how's it going? It has been 6 washes since I have dyed my hair. You guys, okay, first off, I woke up this morning, like early this morning, with probably the worst migraine I've ever experienced. I feel like my brain has been like stretched super thin and then like beaten to death with a hammer. I almost didn't do a video today, so anyways, but hopping back into it, it has been 6 washes since I have dyed my hair with this, which is HiColor HiLights in Copper. Now this is a side-by-side as to how it looked right after I dyed it, but if you guys remember from my last video, I tried this. Also, I told you I would try it, and I did. And I'm going to do also a side-by-side as to how it looked right after my last wash, so after my 5th wash, so we can compare that. I left this in my hair for 45 minutes. And I feel like I don't know if it's noticeable, I'll have to check when I'm doing the side-by-sides. I feel like it turned my hair more brown. And of course, you know, when I first looked at this color, I don't know if you can tell, let me see if I can get some on my hand. Ooh. If you look at it, yeah, it's a copper color, but there is definitely like that brown undertone. And that is because if you look at the ingredients, something I didn't look at, I bought it on a whim. I was like, sure, I'll just take it and give it a try. But if you look at the colors, you know, the dyes here, this one has basic yellow 87 and then basic orange 31. So it's like more yellow than it is orange. This one, on the other hand, I'm sorry, I'm looking to make sure I'm not missing anything. This one, on the other hand, starts out with the basic orange 31, then the basic yellow 87, and then there is basic brown 17. Basic brown 17. So there is brown in this, which I feel like it kind of dulled the copper, which you know, I was kind of mad because I was like, copper, it does not have brown in it. But if you think about it, some people would say it does. If you look at a penny, you know, penny is like the epitome of what copper, like what we think of when we think of copper. We think of a penny, at least I do. And a brand new penny, you know, has this very much like orange color to it, right? But after a while, it kind of turns a little more tinted and a little more brown, you know, and toned down. And so I guess copper, how you see it can be different than how another person sees it. I don't see copper with brown in it. I see it as purely like a red, orangey, yellow kind of color like you see in a brand new shiny penny. So I'm a little bummed that like I didn't look at the ingredients beforehand, like the dye colors beforehand. Again, this is like an absolute new thing for me. I've never used this before, and the gal at Sally's was like, here, give this a try, it's copper. And I thought, perfect, you know, so I just blindly took it and didn't look at the color, you know, but now I know, right? You know, we're always a work in progress, first time for everything. We always learn from the first time, right? So now I know when or if I decide to buy any more of these red, orange, copper, whatever color shampoos and conditioners, that I will know to look at the ingredients and look at the dye. And if I don't mind that it has a brown undertone, then I'll get it. I used up half of it. This is only 4 fluid ounces. This is the equivalent of half of a measuring cup, or the equivalent of the size of 2 eggs that you buy at the store. I remember I'm going off. I have this brownie recipe that I grew up always using. We always made these brownies, and it would call for a cup of Crisco and 4 eggs. And the trick my mom taught me is that you crack all the eggs in the 1 cup measuring cup and then dump it into the cup, because then those eggs kind of lubricate the measuring cup, so when you put in the Crisco just dumps out instead of having like scoop it out. And every time the 4 eggs made exactly 1 cup. So 2 eggs is the equivalent of half a cup. So I feel like you don't get very much product. I mean, maybe you do. I used a lot because I wanted to make sure I got it all over my hair. So I believe I used more than half. I believe there is like, I think there's like this much left in it. So I'm kind of bummed that I spent $8 on something that I'll only use twice, and that I have to leave in my hair for 45 minutes to like really see anything. Maybe it is that, you know how like the brown was already kind of there when I dyed my hair with this, so maybe it's just the dye washed out more, and that's why I'm seeing more brown. But I do feel like, you know, I woke up this morning, looked at my hair, and I was like, this is way more brown than the last time. And that's when I looked at the colors. So I don't know if I'm going to use this again. I might just like shelf this and maybe use it at a different time. It kind of stinks having to leave it in for so long, you know. So I took a bath, I washed my hair, you know, the water turned freaking like orange. So, and then I put this in my hair, drained the tub, refilled it, you know, read for 45 minutes, which is fine. I didn't mind the reading for 45 minutes, but, and then when I washed this out, the tub was filled again with like orange water. So yeah, that is it. Thank you all for watching. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to mention to you guys. I don't think there is, but y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you on the flip. Bye guys.